sisters. It's what we give to the community.
So just speaking about that, I have grew up in church for a majority of my years. My mother and father have been pastors, and just knowing that the spiritual grounding that they give, just for myself, and just how that has molded me and shaped me. Just prayer in the family, communication, and just knowing that there's someone there that's rooting your grounding through your hurt, through your pain, through your memories. Anything that we are anything that we are bothered by, that we can go to the Lord in prayer, and that has carried us throughout our history, it's carried us throughout our life, it's carried us through our families, and we can now use that as a tool to pass on to our children, our children's children, and that generation of hope, and that generation of love, and that generation of inspiration can literally take us from where we are to where we're going to be, and that transcends time. That history of spirituality, like I can remember just being in church and spiritual hymn notes, wade in the water, and just those things that just kept us together. So just speaking about that, even just invokes a memory and just a passion in me. So keeping that history of spirituality is so poignant. So there are so many other things that we can talk about in Black history. And one thing I do want to talk about, a lot of people know and recognize Martin Luther King in our history. We maybe can talk and expound just about Martin Luther King and just the movement that he expressed versus the movement that we're experiencing today.
I think with Dr. King, we were all at a point where we were looking for something to motivate us, to inspire us. And he was there at that particular time. He was there to give us that energy. And today, people get stuck just with his speech. But once again, you have to look behind that speech. You have to deal with the man. He could have stopped and celebrated the laurels of I am somebody, look how great I am. But he didn't. He said there's more to be done. He went to jail for us. He walked the streets for us. He sacrificed a lot for us. So we have to think about all of what he was willing to sacrifice for me to be here today, for you to be here today. And the war in Vietnam, you just have to listen to that speech, because this is a man that had so much insight. But there again, in schools, they'll put up, oh, Black History Month, let's put up his picture. I want you to put up more than that picture. I want you to go behind that picture. I want you to know his family. I want you to know where he came from. I want you to know, we didn't see him in a big fancy car, a big fancy house. No. We saw this little statured man who walked, who brought others in to say, we can make changes. We are worth more than a segregated society.
I mean, today we have so many things going on in our culture, and it just seems like, we've moved away from things that were peaceful to things that are just straight violent. And I think that we can take some notes from the past. We can take some notes from our history, that we can come together on one accord, that we can come together in a peaceful way, and that our history, our Black history, should be celebrated, and that we should bring together those who know and those who don't know, so that, as I said, the generations that will follow will carry on those stories, will carry on that hope, will carry on that peace, will carry on that inspiration. And so just some final words maybe for our audience, just anything else that you would love to say about yourself, or about Black history, or just about where even our community is going in retrospect to what we have on this topic.
One of the things I want to point out we should not perform just for $1. Since I've been retired, I have seen so much on TV that should be private. Girlfriend fights, girlfriends getting together, showing us in big houses, big cars, showing us going bankrupt and different things. That's private. We don't need to publicize that. And we need to be aware that the oppressor will fool us by thinking, we will pay you this much to perform as housewives. We will pay you so much to expose all of your dirty linen. That's money. We need to get back to, I care about you. How can I help you? How can I help your family? We need to get back to those old-fashioned times. And there's nothing wrong with celebrating who we are. As we talk about what the church or what our spiritual guidance has done to us, we need to keep in mind, I am who I am because of the teaching and guidance that I got. That's what makes me feel good about saying no. I'm introduced to alcohol, to drugs, to all kind of negative stuff, but it was my home training that gave me the backbone to say no. It's my home training that made me feel proud of who I am. A little short, dark-skinned, black lady, kinky hair with a gap between her teeth. That's all that I need to feel comfortable about who I am. And as long as I can share Black history, I will share Black history because those are our stepping stones. Those are our stepping stones. We've had, let me just give you another example. We've had Black people in the White House for years. But this is the first time we've had a Black woman in the White House. And I won't mention her name, it starts with an O. But she went into the White House, she became part of a team. Now she's out, and the way they're putting her down, she didn't quit. We fired her, not once, but twice. And she believed that she had some power. But you have to be careful. You don't be tricked with money and a title. And that's what you call first-class trickery.
Oh my goodness. Well, this has been just an amazing segment. Thank you, viewers, for just tuning in and being up with us and watching Encounter with Broome County Council of Churches. Thank you for WBNG for allowing this platform to take place for so many years, and just knowing that we can have these conversations, that we can come into your home and come into your lives and just give you just a little piece, a little information that will keep you moving forward, keep you inspired, and keep you motivated. We are so excited just to have our guest, Brenda J. Brown, to share her experience in Black history, and know that we do have this wonderful, wonderful resource in our community. And friends and family, for the rest of this month, take the time to come together with your families. Take the time to love someone. Take the time to share your hopes and your dreams, and live in purpose so that others can be affected and moved. Thank you so much for joining us. Friends, have a wonderful, wonderful day, a wonderful week, and God bless all of you. Thank you so much.